So well trained, bless their hearts. Welcome back to Chelsea Football FanCast. I am Stanford Chidge, and this is Paul, this is Ross, and this is the lovely Pete Trenter, the BFG of the CSG. Remember where you heard that first. Now, this is a bit of the show that we like to call the Fannies, because it's a bit like the Oscars, but Fannies. It makes sense to some people. Anyway, we usually start with Man of the Match, and we have 3 nominations this week. I bet you can't guess who they are. I bet you can. Well, the first one would obviously have to be Oscar. We've spent so much time talking about it. There you go. I have to say, Oscar, if you're watching, which I know you do, lose the Gareth Bale heart thing, please.
He was doing it to his wife in the family section.
So that makes it all right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
More all right.
Lose it, son. It's not funny. Gareth Bale does that. Anyway, I think this man definitely deserves a nod. Hoover Matic. There you go. I wouldn't like to... He's Serbian. They're real nails, aren't they? I tell you. I wouldn't like to have a scrap with him.
He got sacked from the Serbia team for shouting at the Serbian manager, didn't he?
Good.
Or the other way
I
around.
like him. I really like him.
It is Mihailovic who's the manager.
Yeah.
So
oh, Mihailovic, that horrible little... Yeah. God,
so he banned him or something.
He's actually officially a racist, isn't he? He's not just
well,
allegedly. Okay, I'll say allegedly then. All right. Anyway, moving swiftly along, our third nomination. This will cheer Paul up no end. We've got Hazard, Eden Hazard. I just love this man. Look at that horrible pink ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Horrible pink ball, but he was brilliant yesterday, as he always is. So those are the 3 nominations. Has anybody got anything, for all those that, hold thy peace and all of that? You agree with that?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Totally. So you're going to go for them?
Hazard.
Yeah, they were my top 3. I'll go for...
Do you mean I got it right this week, Ross? Oh. There we go. I tried extra specially hard.
Agreement. Oscar
for you.
Match-winning performance.
Okay, Pete.
Matic, because he's tall like me.
I like that. I knew Pete would go for Matic just to make it...
I love him, actually. I thought he was great.
I do. I thought he was great.
I reckon he's going to be the real dog's do.
So do I. And I, as we said earlier on in the show, I mean, I just love the way he great interceptions and good one-touch play. Yeah. But, much as I loved that performance, I don't think it was good enough for Man of the Matic.
He can't even be the best person with his own name on it.
He can't even be the best person with his own name. No, for me it has to be Oscar. I thought Oscar, all-round performance. I mean, I think we've often said this on the show before, and actually we've usually said it about Eden Hazard, and actually even sadder, we used to say it about Juan Mata all for the last 2 seasons when we were absolutely dogs. Juan Mata would play, and we would say he was at the heart of everything that was good about Chelsea on that particular day. Well, I think that Oscar was at the heart of everything that was good about Chelsea yesterday. I thought he was brilliant, so I'm going to vote for Oscar, which technically means that it's an Oscar Man of the Match. What do you have to say on the benches?
On Mixler, for a start, 7 people said Oscar, 1 said Matic, 1 said Hazard, but yeah, I'd say Oscar.
Yeah. Well, Andy, Dan, Harry? Yeah. Oscar, yeah. I liked your statistical overview of the votes that we got from Mr. Dan.
Landslide is the short answer.
77% of them.
Yeah, we don't get that from Cheddar. We don't get that kind of analysis from Cheddar. I think it's very straightforward. It has to be Oscar, and there we go. Well done, Oscar. I'm going to give him an applause for that, actually.
Yeah, well done, Oscar.
Exactly. Now, we've got a very strange chant of the match coming up because, I wasn't there for a start, which doesn't make it easy. But I'm going to ask the boys, actually. I mean, there is definitely one that was doing the rounds that everybody seems to like, but I'll keep my powder dry on that. But what do you reckon?
The only thing I can really think of, really, is the Hazard song's getting a good old...
It was, wasn't it?
Blare out every time he does something now, actually, which is good because it's nice to have songs for players.
Please tell me there was no stupid singing or nonsense on 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Not that I noticed, and not
no, there wasn't.
No.
Good. Okay.
No,
that's.
I did try, but
lovely. Yeah. Well done, Pete.
I just kept getting told to sit down all the time.
Yeah, good stuff. So Eden Hazard song.
Yeah, go with that.
Any others worth a mention or a nomination?
I was in the same boat as you, not literally.
Not literally?
So, no.
You weren't showboating?
No.
More tumbleweed. It's not fair. I deserve a lot better. I deserve a bit more appreciation tonight, honestly. Pete, other than your attempts to sing songs on 5 minutes and 10 minutes, any up in the... did the shed end sing anymore?
I can't.
The slur.
Can't even hear the Matthew Harding.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Can I just say actually about singing? There is one thing I'd like to say. There is a guy in the shed lower that sings "Give us a C,"
Give us a C.
And then he gets to E and he says, "Give us a D." And it is the most annoying, frustrating. All I want to do is lean over and chuck something down at him, but I can't actually see him because he's under the thing. So anybody that's out there in the shed lower, when he does it, can somebody kick him or do something with him?
But they don't need to, Pete. If you get one of your, I don't know who sits next to you, but whoever it is, what they have to do, if they had your ankles, they could dangle you over the end, and you could probably hit him yourself.
They could do,
Have you not thought about that?
Yeah, I thought about that,
Okay.
I could actually step over the edge and...
You could. You could actually.
Yeah, we've had these jokes many times.
If there are any jokes...
They weren't funny then,
Okay. Whoa, cheap jibe, sir. If you're watching the show and you're following us on Twitter or on Mixler, please suggest any jokes about Pete's height that we might not have heard yet, because that would be cool.
There isn't any.
There aren't any.
No,
Okay, fair
no.
enough. And what I would say about that, Pete, is that you should be very, very thankful that he's not dyslexic.
Yeah.
Then that could be different.
They could be different.
I think we might as well shut up and go with what I know a lot of people were loving. And I know this because they were telling me on Twitter last night, but there was an uproarious version of "Don't miss your minibus, don't miss your minibus," which was basically having a jibe at the pitiful Stoke fans, all 700 of them. Very interesting, wasn't it, though? I mean, apparently on 606 there was a lot of kerfuffle going on because... because of what Spy did, but Ian Wright was calling us arrogant. Fancy Ian Wright calling Chelsea fans arrogant. Who would have thought that such a thing could have happened?
I know.
But the tickets were £20 cheaper than the league game,
I know.
so I don't think Stoke fans really had much of an excuse.
Do you know what? I mean, much as I love to take the mick out of any opposition fan at any time for any reason, I have to say that, much as we set a massive amount of stall by our attendance, particularly away, and I mean, I think we're a brilliantly supported club away from home, always have been. But I do think in this climate, the prices for tickets are mental, and actually, I wouldn't really beat people around the head too much for not going, because actually, for a lot of people, it's a lot. I mean, I'm struggling with money.
It's very difficult for some people.
So I find it a bit conflicted to take the mick out of people who generally might not have been able to come down because it's cost them a lot of money. And Stoke is, in fact, quite a poor town, to be fair. So there we go.
Plus,
anyway.
I don't think they held that much hope, especially given the way the team played. We used to always follow Chelsea around when we thought we'd get beaten because it would be quite a giggle.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. We got used to it, didn't we? But there we go. And we had distractions, apparently, according to this shirt. There we go. Exeter, Southampton, Bristol. Anyway, I think it's unanimous, really. Don't miss your minibus.
All good. Yeah.
Thumbs up. Benches, are we liking that?
Yeah.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah. I'll try harder next week to see if I can get a few more tunes, but I'm a bit tuned out.
We kind of missed out on the one song that you made up or Benches started this week.
He started one, did he?
I don't know. You stand next to him.
I do. I wear earplugs, or I'm just very drunk, so I just miss it. Now, as I said, normally we have our own video to show you, or preferably one that you've gone off and filmed yourself with your iPhone, like this, okay, like that, never like that, like that. So if you're in the pub and there's a bit of a sing-song or something funny going on, or in the ground and there's a nice chant going on, please film it for us. Send it in, let me know. ChelseaFanCast@gmail.com is the email address to let me know that you've got a video, and we'll try and run it. We've got one from Darwish, which was cracking, and I'll try and run that next week as well. Now, we must move on. Right, time for more Fannies, and it's now Guinness moment time. And my nominations are Oscar's free kick, where he scored the goal. I mean, that has got to be a shoe-in this week, I think. But I also, it'd be nice to have a photograph of that if we had it. We did. I know, I've seen it. There you go. I'm not just imagining it. There you go. Lovely stuff. Great free kick. Now, another great moment which kind of made me... Things to make me go, ooh, as that song used to say. Remember that? Who was that band? Do you remember that band? I can't remember either. It was in the 90s, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Paul knows what I mean.
Do you mean who are just a little bit...
No.
A little bit more?
No. Things that make you go, ooh, delight. I knew I'd get there in the end. Okay. Oh, you never lose it. Right, anyway, the next bit of wonderful Guinnessness for me was Eto'o ran into the penalty box, beat a couple of players, slipped a ball through to Schürrle, who just did this wonderful one-touch pass to Oscar, who then hit it, trying to bend it round the keeper. Didn't bend it in, but I tell you, if that had gone in, that would have... I bet you would have had a good view of that.
Good view of that one.
That I really, really loved. Yeah. And last but by no means least, this may surprise people, but good old Branner, herring down the wing. He didn't head it, but it is Branner. Brenner doing something quite...
It's a bit dodgy.
outrageous.
That would make an excellent Photoshop of Jonathan Walters. You could stick him in all kinds of places.
He's got Brenner growing out of his rear end. Rather odd. But anyway, Brenner ran down the wing, got to the byline, was in danger of losing the ball. He did a Cruyff turn and then kind of hoofed it as a pass right into Frank's path. You would have had a great view of this as well. Yeah. And Frank, hit it. What I loved about this, it was really old school. You know, nowadays they do a lot of side footing.
Is that the one where Frank slammed it over the bar?
Yeah, he slammed it over the bar, but he kind of ran onto it and just walloped it with his instep. Yeah. That's old-fashioned.
Fantastic goal if that had gone in.
Now, people know this. In the old days, they used to call that putting your laces through the ball. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was just like that, and I loved that. If that had gone in, that would have been an awesome goal. Yeah. But I loved a bit of that. So those are the 3 nominations as I see it, Pablo.
I've got one more to add, and that was Hazard through ball to Etu in the first half that Etu didn't really make the most of, but it was without doubt the most defence-splitting pass I've ever seen. Straight between, it was almost completely straight, vertical pass, but went straight through the 2 defenders, and it was totally sublime.
Wonderful stuff. So what are you going to go for?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ross?
Oscar.
We can't do that. We're not allowed. We're banned. Pete's banned us, and he's bigger than us. Considerably bigger than us.
Taller anyway.
Well, taller anyway, exactly. Pete, what are you going to go for, mate?
And better looking.
Lampard. Lampard? What for?
Lampard, the slam over the bar.
You like the thing I was talking about?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I like that.
So we've got an Oscar, we've got the Ivanovic turn Lampard shot. You're going for Hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, I've got to go for Oscar's free kick. I mean, it was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we're
guys.
in complete agreement.
Yeah, I know we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're in sync, man. We're in sync. But no, I've got to go for Oscar. So kind of Oscar technically wins it. Darren, benches, what they got?
Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar?
Definitely Oscar.
Oscar?
Mainly
come on,
because
back
the
me up,
wall's on
Darren.
one side of it. Sorry, Steve,
Come on,
I'd love to, but
back me up, son. Come on.
when Begovic is there, he's got the wall one side. He knows all he has to do is go the other way.
Yeah.
And it was just a brilliant free
It
kick.
was,
It was
wasn't it?
curling away from him.
Yeah.
The fact that Lampard and Luiz, they haven't got the best of free kicks. Oscar rarely takes them. When he does, there's an absolute belter. We have got an Oscar suggestion, by the way, Chidge, for a song.
Well, for a song?
Yeah.
Go on then, quickly.
Right, it's not that quick though. And I'll tell you who did it at the end. I'll tell you who did it at the end.
Tell me in the break, and then I'll decide whether we do it.
No, rock and roll is to the tune of By Zeppelin. It's been a long time since an Oscar goal. It's been a long time since he did the stroll. Ooh, put it in the back, put it in the back, put it in the back, baby, put it in the back of the goal. It's been a long time, been a long, lonely time. Suggested by Cliff Poe Crivello.
How did I not know that? That had Clifford Poe Crivello written all. I had round of applause.
I've forgotten it already.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I think don't give up your day job, as Stretch would say to me. Right, Celery moment, last but by no means least. This is great fun. Apparently, of course I wasn't there, but I've been told on good authority that Frank Bluntstone was absolutely brilliant. Frank was a 55 title winner, wasn't he?
Even I don't remember it.
Even Stretch doesn't remember Frank Bluntstone.
Well, what a performance on Sunday.
But he's trying to show you
we thought he was still going to be walking around for the West Ham game.
Well, there you go. I mean, he was a legend, wasn't he?
He was a legend.
He's got to have a mention of that. I don't know if we got a photo of Frank. Yes or no, Greg? No. Okay, I'll move on. This next one absolutely is. This is for me what defines a Celery moment. This is guaranteed to make me laugh every time. But it is no less than Shawcross taking one in the nuts from Williams' Thunderbolt. And there we go. There is the damage. Don't rub them, son. Count them. Look at that. I love that. Gets me every time. Why is it so funny
we heard the thwack from the shit. Oh, we all went. Ooh.
You know when you get those executive toys where you get like 4 ball bearings, large ones.
Yeah.
Did it sound a bit like that?
It sounded painful.
Good stuff.
We laughed.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
We laughed. Yeah.
Yeah, I laughed. I loved that. I've got to vote for that. Surely. There's another one, and this is Jose. This a lot of people voted for this last night. Actually, when I gave a bit of a shout out, Jose placing the ball on the pitch. He took it in law into his own hands because it was a free kick to Chelsea. Charlie Adam was trying to say, no, it's a throw-in. And Jose said no. And then he incurred the wrath of the particularly officious 4th official. And Jose was just laughing. It was quite funny, that. But I like that.
I'm going to go for Chelsea's top-scoring striker of 2013, attempting an overhead kick and falling flat on his back.
Yes, that's Waters,
Jonathan Waters.
I know. But didn't get on my list, funny enough, Paul, but good shout.
It made me laugh.
Okay, now
So
the last one is Jose. I think we've got a picture of this, but Jose in the presser afterwards being told he had City in the cup. Bothered? Am I bothered? Does his face look bothered?
He looks like he's about to cry.
No, but I mean, you have to see it. You have to see it in real time to really appreciate it. But it's funny. So there we go. There's 4 nominations. You can shove Paul's in there as well. He thought I was going to say something else, if you like, but. Goodness, I'm going to have to pause because I'm going to think about this. But what are you going to go vote for?
I have a feeling we might be in agreement again. I'm going to go for Shawcross taking one square in the plums.
Yeah, do you know what, mate? That made me laugh more than anything. So I'm going to vote for that.
He was down for a long time.
Seriously in pain, and it makes me laugh. Pete.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, 3 for Shawcross in the nuts. I like it.
Can I just say I like Peter Crouch as well?
You like Peter Crouch?
He's tall.
He's tall. Yeah. Does the circus know he's here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to say... This
don't
could go only one way. I know.
Don't go there, Chish.
Yeah, exactly. I've moved on. Pete, I've moved on.
Full house for Shawcross.
Full house for Shawcross! That's a round of applause! It's kind of like Celebrity Squares meets bingo or something. We all agree. I can't remember the last time we were unanimous on something. Benches, final word for you lot.
Yeah, Shawcross. Yeah, sure.
You're loving that too. What is it about a player getting one in the you know whats? It just makes everybody laugh, doesn't it?
I agree, especially as the sort of player Shawcross is. I mean, it was good of him to actually get away because a lot of people wouldn't have done, but Knapp's a nicer person and all that.
I think what made it even nicer, Darren, that he was genuinely in pain too.
Yeah, it actually did hurt, didn't it?
He was down for ages when he was holding himself and lying there flat out. Yeah,
it's not easy to jog that off.
Yeah.
It's what?
It's not easy to jog that
off. He wouldn't be jogging one off for a while, I'll tell you.
Oh, how we missed you, Ross. How we missed you, Ross. Oh, yeah, as I said, he should have counted them, not rubbed them. There we go. Right, oh dear, I'm going to need to lie down after that. Ross has done me like a kipper. But well done. I really enjoyed the Fannies this week. Well done for everybody who nominated them in. I must tell you that when we got our website up very, very soon, our new version of our website, you'll actually be able to vote on a poll for the time from the match up to the show, where you can vote for who you want to win in these Fannies, and then we'll get a much better sense of what you want, and we'll have that on the show. It's going to be really, really exciting. More news about that later, but we've got to go to a break, after which we'll be talking all about the CSG from Pete.
Indeed.